Hello, hello, good afternoon, everybody. How are we doing today? It's Thursday. Hi, man. It's 2 to 5 in the morning. Damn. Go get some sleep. Go to sleep. Get some rest. Hi, Lullaby. Where is everybody? I don't know. Maybe it's a bit too soon for them to arrive. Right. Sorry, I'm just sorting myself out. Today, we are cooking aubergine and halloumi bake. Which, if you're American, this is an aubergine. This is an eggplant, right? Eggplant. We call it aubergine. So I need to cut some slices of this. I need to dice an onion. I'm going to cook some pilaf rice as well for the side. Hi, Muzza. And then, yeah. We're going to put it together. And hopefully we get a nice little healthy dish. Hopefully. Put the onion there. Oh, why have we got adverts on this thing? I just want to listen to some music. So I need to make the slices relatively thin. This knife needs sharpening, which is unfortunate timing. So they need to be like half a centimeter or so thin. That one's not even a full slice. This knife is just not cutting through. I have to say I don't really eat aubergine. It's not something I ever really eat, to be honest. A lot of people do it as a substitute for things, right? I know there's a lot of American places that do like Italian dishes with eggplant. Yeah. Good night, man. Sleep well. We have a knife sharpener, but I just didn't realize this was not sharp. I don't know how much I need. I'm gonna put it in this dish. So for layering it, need maybe a little bit more. So what we're going to do with these first is fry them. And then do other stuff. I don't know, that's going to be enough, yeah. So I have aubergine left over. What else can you do with an aubergine? Anyone know? What else do you cook aubergine in? Just fry it, I guess. Let's do the onion. So the onion actually isn't going to go into the mixture that we've made. The onion is going to go into the rice. This could be pretty underwhelming, to be honest. I feel like there's more things that could be added into the actual thing itself, but we'll see. I feel like some beans would be good in there. Some cannellini beans maybe. But I kind of wanted to stick to the recipe and not, you know, add my own touch onto it until I've done it and, you know, been able to assess it. Because essentially we're going to be making like a tomatoey base or something. But I just feel like that's going to be... yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Hey, Angry Bus. That's how you know what's good and what's not. I mean, no, I follow a recipe and then I will afterwards be like, okay, well, I really enjoyed the recipe. It was on point. Or like it needed more spice, it needed less spice, it needed this added, it needed this removing or swapped. That's how I do things. Because there's no point in me looking at a recipe and being like, oh, that looks really interesting. Let me change it in ways that I think could be better. Until I've tried it myself. I think it's best to follow the thing. But I do think some beans could be useful in this. We'll see. I've coupled this with pilaf rice. Because I felt like there was something needed in there, you know? I felt like it's going to be kind of heavy on the top. Well, not even heavy, but a lot of action on the top with the aubergine and the halloumi. But then underneath we're just going to have tomatoes, chopped tomatoes. But we are going to be having harissa in that. And that's where we're going to get some spice and some flavour going on. So I think that'll be a nice thing to mix with the rice. So we've got that chopped. We need to chop a little bit of mint. The struggle not to ban you in that chuckle. I would never ban you, Angry. How could I ban you? Fresh mint is really nice. Nice smell. Okay, we do a little chopping of the mint. I'm not sure why mint in here, but again, that's what the recipe calls for. I guess harissa is like a Moroccan spice, and Moroccan cuisine you normally have like things like tagine, which you often couple with like a mint yogurt, so I don't know, maybe something along those lines. That's the only way that I can maybe think or explain. So we've done the aubergine. Probably get the aubergine out of there because we're going to be frying it soon. Got the tomatoes. Halloumi. We need to chop up the halloumi. It's going to be quite juicy, so I'll just do it over the sink. slap of the cheese over here. Okay. So we need to cut slices. Your PC parts came from here. Oh, wow. Yeah, I completely understand with that. When my PC was built, I had my friend come down and build it for me. But that's really good news. I'm excited for you. How am I? I'm doing alright, thank you. I'm doing alright. Yeah, doing good. What's a halloumi? This is halloumi. It is a type of cheese. This is Cypriot halloumi. Whether that matters, I don't know. I'm trying to cut it thinly. It's a pretty solid cheese. Cutting it too thinly now. It's a fairly solid cheese. Don't even know how else to describe it. Yeah, it's a cheese. It's a cheese made with, this one in particular is Cypriot halloumi, made with goats and sheep and cow milk. So we've got all sorts of animals going on in here. Well, not animals, but, you know, animal milk. So I wanted to cut it thin enough that we don't have like thick halloumi for people to chew through, because that's not super pleasant. Because it can get very rubbery and chewy if it's too thick. So we want it to be fairly thin, because then it cooks really nicely and it gets a little bit melted. So I'm trying to go a little bit slowly here. Make sure I get the right thickness of the cheese. Sorry, we got like unskippable ads on this thingy. I really need to set up like a Spotify playlist. Is that Guri with the resub? Sorry for the no alert. But thank you so much for the 5 months, Guri. Thank you so much. Whoa! What cheese is that? It's halloumi. It is halloumi cheese. Which I think is Greek, but this is Cypriot. So I don't know, I'm guessing Mediterranean-y kind of stuff. So we've chopped up our mint, our aubergine, our onion, and our halloumi. All of this is going into the actual bake itself, except for the onion, which is going in with our rice. But first off, we need to fry the halloumi. Sorry, no, not the halloumi. We need to fry the aubergine. So I'm going to get some olive oil on the go. And then we're going to put the slices of aubergine in the pan so that, yeah, we can get that started cooking. The oven needs to be 160, so I'll get that preheated. We don't really need to worry about the rice too much until we got the thing in the oven, I feel. So I had an oven-proof skillet, that's what I'd be using, but I don't. I do not. Okay. Just waiting for this oil to heat up and then we can start frying the aubergine. If we don't have it hot enough, then the halloumi will just soak up the oil. There we go. You guys see what's going on? I think that's a good position. Hopefully the camera doesn't fall off. So yeah, the idea is what we're gonna have is we're gonna have some rice. We're gonna have like a spicy-ish tomato sauce, and on top aubergine and halloumi. That's the plan. That's what it's gonna look like at the end of all of this. A little bit longer, no rush. Halloumi cheese doesn't melt. No, it cooks. It goes a little bit softer, I guess. But it just kind of, you cook it. It doesn't melt. But you basically, we layer it with the aubergine on top, and yeah, it's pretty nice. Ah, no need to be embarrassed, dude. We've all been in that situation where we've had, worse hardware than our friends loading into games. Um, but that's all part of the fun. Like, I mean, okay, it's not part of the fun, but everyone understands. I don't think anyone's ever going to be annoyed. And there's nothing to be embarrassed about. We've all been in that situation. But it's good to hear that you're finally going to be able to keep up with everybody. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Hello. Yeah. On the sofa. Normally, if you've lost something, I assume it's on the side of the sofa. Amount of times I walk in and I see like your phone and your keys there, and I'm like, I assume he's home. Like,
I just fucking get up and leave.
yeah, like, he's clearly not gone far because his car keys are there.
It's like, on to the next task.
Yeah,
Oh, it's good. Is this healthy?
it's pretty healthy. Yeah, I mean, aubergine is going to be basically like chopped tomatoes with some harissa and stuff inside, and then aubergine and halloumi on the top. It's cheese, but like it's not like it's like healthiest cheese.
Healthy cheese.
Yeah, and then it's gonna like cook on top. And then I'm doing that with like pilaf rice, so it's basically veg and rice.
It'd be real good.
So
Can you chuck me the juicy?
the juicy Lucy. There you go.
Juicy Lucy.
Do you-
Shout out where people's flying juicy Lucy.
Oh no, calling a person juicy Lucy, I feel is that's grounds for like something.
I've not seen it before, but I can only imagine.
If my name was Lucy, and anyone I didn't know very well referred to me as Juicy Lucy, I'd be like, no, stop. See ya. Right, we're gonna add our aubergine. I think I can fit it all in here. There we go. I've not burned down the kitchen. I've never burnt down any kitchen in my life. So yeah, winning. Any other time I burnt something badly was when I set fire to a piece of cake. Kitchen was not on fire, but when I was a kid, how old was I? I must have been like 12, 13 or something. My mum made this syrup sponge. It's like a sponge with treacle or syrup or whatever, sultanas and raisins and stuff inside. And yeah, well, need to leave them for a few minutes on each side. Yeah, I put a slice of it in the microwave for like, I don't know, 5 minutes because I didn't know how long it should take. And then when I opened the microwave, it came like billowing out with smoke. It was absolutely cremated inside. And my mum came home just at that moment, looked down the hallway, which looks directly into the kitchen where the microwave is, and she was like, "What the hell is going on?" And I was like, I think we'll be alright though. I think we'll be good. Okay. I'm a bit worried about the oil like soaking up here. This one's really thin and this one's really thick, so. Basically we cook them a little bit on each side. Then I need another saucepan. Unless I use that one and then cook the rice completely new afterwards. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna be really sneaky. Bum, 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 bum. Hi, Karik. How was your day today? I like you calling me chef. I feel like that is the title I deserve on a Thursday, because I'm chefing up. Okay. These big bits in the middle are going to cook slightly faster. We want them to be well cooked, but we don't want them to be burnt. Flipping these over is not as easy as it looks. Or maybe I'm not making it look easy. Maybe I'm making it look as difficult as it is. So they're getting nicely browned. Which is what we want. Leave it a little bit longer and then, gosh, I guess I'll just plate them up and leave them to one side before we put them on top of the finished product. Just one day left in the 3-day weekend. Let's go! Yeah, it's Bank Holiday Monday, isn't it? Bank Holiday Monday. You cooked aubergine with soy sauce. Classic, now you're hungry. Oh. So once we've done this, we're going to put the aubergine to one side. And then we're going to get a saucepan. And we're going to cook the tomatoes, the garlic and everything in the saucepan. I think these are alright. So I'm going to take them out. Happy with that. Move this over here. We get this. I'm going to pop a little bit of oil in this one. Let that heat up for a moment, and then we're going to put in some garlic. You got a crappy uni meal ready for the movie? Let's go. How's my day been? Some people came in to fix, replace, I guess, the floor in Cloudy's bathroom following the events of a couple of months ago. So yeah, I've been sort of dealing with them all day, really. Got up, went to the shop, spoke to my parents, and then they arrived, and yeah, it was pretty much dealing with them and... Whoa! Transfer fan going on. Yeah, pretty much dealing with them. They were here until like 5:15 or something, so it was a long one. But it got sorted, so nearly all done. I'm going to give the garlic a little bit of time, not too much time, so we don't want it to burn. So yeah, but outside of getting them stuff, it was pretty good. I just played a little bit of Zelda, watched the new Summoning Salt video. Yeah, just tried to chill out really as best I could. So we've put the chopped tomatoes in there. Desperately trying to find the fucking sugar. I'm gonna put a bit of sugar in there. Let that mix around. And then we're also going to add in a whole bunch of harissa. What about, yeah, the Halo 2 one. Kicking with Gamer Heads. How did you guys see it? So this is the harissa. Now, I've seen a number of different recipes. I wanted to go with this one because I haven't cooked with harissa for a while. But there is a version that was more, I guess, Italian, Spanish based, more Mediterranean. Which should make sense with the halloumi, right? But it was involving, paprika and oregano and stuff like that. And we are putting paprika in for our pilaf rice, but I thought do something with harissa, so it's a little bit different, Keep things fresh each week. Starting to, spit a little bit here. It's running a little bit hot. Put a bit of salt in here. Some black pepper as well. So this is going to be like the base of what we're cooking. Needs more MSG. Did I read Ray's message while he's on? Oh, I mean, I've been streaming, my dude. I'm literally chopping veg and cooking food. I haven't had a chance to read any messages on any platform, so I have not. So they're not going to be available for the movie. Hopefully they get that. Holy. Okay, we need this to cool down a little bit because it's going crazy. kitchen roll, so I've got nothing to wipe that with. Okay. Yeah, harissa is it's like a Moroccan-y spice thing. Yeah, I can turn the camera around like this. You guys are going to be able to see properly. If I do this, you guys can mostly see, right? Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour this mixture in here. Smells really nice. There's not really a lot going on here, to be honest. Like chopped tomatoes, harissa, bit of sugar, bit of salt, garlic, some seasoning. I'm going to quickly give this a rinse because I need to use the saucepan for another task. I'm going to get it ready. So it's ready. Ready so it's ready. Because we're going to use this to cook the pilaf rice as well. Put that over there for the moment. So now our task is to layer the halloumi and the aubergine on top of this. It's going to be rough. We'll do it. Put some halloumi there. Maybe I should have done more aubergine. I felt like the aubergine has definitely shrunk in cooking. So maybe more aubergine was the call of the day here. I'm going to turn this off right now. I have loads of halloumi left. Holy. I didn't want to do too much aubergine because I was like, I don't know. I didn't do too much. It looks okay, right? I think it looks kind of cool. Okay, I need to use like half of the halloumi though. Layers. Layers. So I need to cover this. It says drizzle with oil and sprinkle the mint. Okay. Bit of oil. Then we get the mint. Okay. Now I need to get some foil. So this needs to go to the oven and covered for 20 minutes, I believe. I'll double check, but it's 20 minutes covered and then like another, let me see, 20 minutes covered, and then 10 minutes uncovered. 5 to 10, however long it takes for the halloumi to brown. So this is going to go in the oven. Don't burn your hands. Okay, there we go. It's in the oven. Haha. We are now going to cook the rice. So we're going to cook some pilaf rice. It's going to have a few different things in it. Oh. Ah, that's me. What was I coming in here for? This. Okay, so we're going to put some butter in here, and that's what we're going to cook our onions in. A generous amount. That's going to form the basis of our rice. Thought I was going to eat with baguette. No. No. So what we're going to do is have pilaf rice on the side. Get that all mixed up. And then I get my chopping board. Put in our onions that we chopped earlier. Spill some of them over the work surface. I'm going to leave this for a little bit of time. And then we're going to add some spices. Then we add the rice. Yeah. We're a rice cooker. You can't cook this with a rice cooker. Can you put in a whole chopped onion into a rice cooker? It's a genuine question, I don't know. I'm going to assume you can't. Oops. Just a bit of foil. Okay. So giving these onions a bit of a stir. Buttery onions. Very, very nice smell indeed. Needed. Wait, what time do I put it in? Let's say that. Okay, so we're going to add in some cumin. Some paprika, and then a little bit of cayenne pepper. I'm going to mix that up, and then we're going to add in basmati rice. And stir that around with everything. This is going to get real dry real fast. But we want the rice to mix in with the spices. We want it to get toasted. Okay. Skip advert, thank you. Okay, now we're going to add some vegetable stock. When we're ready. Which I think will be soon. Because I don't want anything to burn. Okay. Now I'm going to give this a proper stir. Now I'm going to add some sultanas as well. A little dried fruit. I'm going to try and turn the heat down a little bit and get a lid on this. Okay. There we go. We're going to let that... Whoa, whoa, wait. It's bubbling away here. It's rice cooker in which you can prepare full meals that include rice volume. 120 euros for a rice cooker that prepares your entire meal. I mean, look. I guess the people who are buying those kind of things... Fuck's sake. People who are buying those kind of things are people who can afford it, right? So... yeah, not going to catch me spending 120 euros on a rice cooker. I've had rice cookers are pretty good. I don't eat enough rice to, I think, warrant having a rice cooker. If I had one, maybe I'd eat more. Who knows? But yeah, I think if you eat a lot of rice, then fair enough. But 120 for one that cooks your entire meals, that must be people who have that kind of money to spend on a contraption that does that, because that is a lot of money. I'll give this a stir. We turned down the heat, but obviously it's still bubbling away. Okay, put that away. And now we just wait. I'm just waiting for our dishes to be ready. So at some point we'll have to open the oven, take the foil off from the aubergine bake, and then once we've done that, we'll keep an eye on the rice, because then that could be ready. But yeah, it's all coming together, gang. It's all coming together. So did anyone do anything fun today? Anything fun or interesting? Talk to me. I'm ready to finish Zelda tomorrow. I am kind of slowly uploading the current parts of the Tears of the Kingdom playthrough. I'm onto YouTube, so as always, !cooking if you want to see the cooking VODs from the past. And !, I think it's !VODs, which will show you previous game playthroughs. I think the last one on there is Jedi Survivor. It's gonna not fit, is it? But yeah, Tears of the Kingdom will be up there as well. It's going to be a five-parter. And that doesn't include the side stuff I've done off stream, you know? Trying to make things move along. But yeah, today was a mid-tier day. Means no trouble. That's true. Yeah, sometimes there are days that are they're just days, you know? They happen. What needs to be done gets done, and you move on, you know? That's what I found with working. You know, some days on the job, just nothing would happen. Like, you know, at the school, I'd go in and do a lesson or whatever, and shit would be done. Or, you know, at the hospital, I'd go in and run my samples. No major samples, like stuff to report. So I was like, okay, GG, move on. Fucked up a potential being on vacation for next week. Oh. How did you fuck that up? I mean, if Monday is a bank holiday, then I should have plenty of people for MVM, right? Teehee. Any MVMers on Monday? I've yet to watch any of the... Oh yeah, there's an Apex event going on at the moment, isn't there? So... I haven't played the last couple of days. I've been too invested in Zelda. Tears of the Kingdom. I've been playing too much. So I need to play some of the Apex event. I don't know, Apex kind of just... The weekend Apex kind of, I don't know, drained me a little bit. I was just like, oh damn. It's it's just all these squads. These Apex Predator squads. I'm like, huh. And those people are like, yeah, but you know, it doesn't matter. Like, just play the game. I'm like, I'm trying, man. Like, I play some casual games, and I've been getting wins, and I've been playing like, yeah, yo, I'm actually playing well. And then I play ranked. I'm just getting like dicked on. I'm like, huh, this isn't too fun. Oh, this is getting a little bit stuck to the bottom. Giving it a bit of a stir. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of pepper, un poquito de sal, and mix that all up. Yeah, so there's like a new killer in Dead by Daylight on the way, and Apex event. And it's just like, ugh, lots of stuff to do. Bad planning? Oh, rip. Do a chunk of tours, marathon it out. Nice. Moving to a new place on Wednesday. Oh, best of luck. moving is generally not very fun. As someone who's moved God knows how many times in my life. Like, growing up as a kid, I lived in a place, and then I moved when I was fairly young, and then I lived in that place until, until I was 18. And then at 18, I went to a different city for university, and each year after that, for the next sort of 5-6 years, I moved to a different place each time. And every year, taking my stuff, lugging it around. You accumulate stuff over time, you dump stuff over time. So sometimes it's nice to stay in one place for a little bit longer, because I'm pretty much somebody who has done lots of different jobs, bounced around, living in places, doing different jobs and stuff like that. Just kind of the way my life's turned around, really. This has cooked a lot faster than I thought it would. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm just going to leave that there, I think. Give it a little taste. It's ready, and it's tasty. You don't have a moving truck? Oh, damn. Yeah, that's always the thing. I helped my sister move a whole bunch of times. She lives in London, and there was a period where I think she moved like 2-3 times in the space of a couple of years, and each time it just so happened that my parents were away somewhere, so I'd go down from my place to hers and lug all the boxes, do all the heavy lifting. Would I say I'm happy? I don't know. Am I happy? It's a loaded question. I don't know. I feel like happy is a word that describes an emotion in the moment. Whereas contented is, the overall state of happiness, right? So, am I contented? I don't know, really. There's a lot of things that I want to change about my life. A lot of things that I think can be better. A lot of things I can improve on. Like the timing of my rice, apparently, because I'm terrible at it. Yeah, driving license is a pretty important thing to have, I think. But then saying that, I have a driving license. I haven't driven a car in probably 4 years. So, yeah, take what I say with a pinch of salt, I guess. I much prefer walking and being in a walkable area, but obviously to get to farther places you need a car. I've just not had the opportunity to have a car here, and I don't really need one, so having a car and don't have the space for it, don't have the car park space, because Claudia obviously needs it for work, but I don't have any need for a car either, so it would be a pretty pointless thing to have. Whew, okay, we just gotta wait a little bit now, guys. We could actually take the foil off the thing. Looking at the time. I actually misread the time. So I'm going to take a look at this. I'm going to leave it in there now. Felt like 5 to 10 minutes. Just so the halloumi kind of, yeah, browns off a bit. Oh, I'm gonna grab a chair and sit down because my dogs are barking. I don't know what I mean. Dog. That phrase means like dogs have feet. Ooh. What do I have planned for next week? Let's take a look. So next week, I'm thinking about doing coconut and squash dansak, which is like a curry involving coconut squash. It's got butternut squash in it, onions, like a korma seasoning essentially, tomatoes, coconut milk, lentils, spinach. So a fairly healthy curry. Doesn't take that long to make either. Now also at some point I want to do arancini balls. At some point in the future. So I was thinking of doing like arancini balls with like tomato bruschetta. That would be quite an interesting thing to do. So there may be no movie. It seems oh no, he says he's back. Okay, never mind. We are going to watch the movie. Hi Grapes, how's it going? How about lasagna instead? I mean, because I want to do something different. Don't ask questions. I just want to try out different recipes. I mean, yeah, if you're going to ask me, what would I prefer? Yeah, I'm going to have a beef lasagna, you know? Oh, beef lasagna with some garlic bread on the side. But I saw this recipe and I thought, this is interesting. What is the food? Is it like pasta or something? No. Aubergine is like a vegetable. Oh, right. So you know what an aubergine is. Sorry. So basically, it's going to be like a tomato. It's got a tomato sauce in it. So we've got chopped tomatoes, harissa paste, like spices, various seasoning, garlic and stuff like that. We use that as a base. We put that in an oven dish and then layer on aubergine and halloumi on top. And then I'm serving that with rice, pilaf rice that I've made, which has got onions, some sultanas, cayenne pepper, smoked paprika, cumin, and we cooked it in vegetable stock. So it's yeah, it's got some stuff. It's almost paella? No, not at all. Not at all. How dare you? How dare you compare this to paella? What are you cooking last time that caused the fire alarm set off? The last time I set the fire alarm off was like 4 years ago, my dude. I cooked chicken parm and it set the fire alarm off. That was so long ago. That was like 4 years ago. But the idea is that you have like a plate, like a portion of rice, and the tomato sauce, and the halloumi and aubergine on top. Paella is like mid. Someone ban this kid. What is going on? Paella is closer to a risotto than anything else. Because you cook the rice in like rich stock. And so it cooks that way and like absorbs it up. But you use a different type of rice. The type of rice you use is closer to arborio rice. We're using basmati for this. And in paella you have like seafood, or you have some veg, but seafood and some meat sometimes, chorizo, things like that. Just minus seafood? Yeah, I mean traditionally a traditional like OG paella is seafood, but the way my grandmother used to make them, she used to put seafood in there. You know, mussels, squid, octopus, all that kind of stuff. But she'd also put meat in there, like some chicken or some beef or whatever. So, the way that I do it, I put seafood in. I put sort of squid, mussels, prawns, and I put chicken and chorizo in there as well. But if you don't like seafood, then you can just take the seafood out and just have it with chicken and chorizo. Like some places do like meat-based paellas, which are very nice. Just depends, I guess, on what you're fancying. I'm wondering whether I'm actually going to be able to see inside this. Oh, it's kind of getting some color, I think, unless it's just a reflection. Shut up, adverts! I don't want none of that. No. Okay. Is there anything else which is like traditionally Spanish? Mexican, Spanish, you got it. Yeah, so like Mexican food is like quesadillas, burritos, tacos, enchiladas, empanadas. Like there's a lot of Mexican food, right? But traditional Spanish food, like other than paella, you'd have like patatas bravas, which are potatoes in like a tomato sauce. Gosh, what else is there? Spanish tortilla, which like Spanish omelette, which is not the same as when people say omelette, they often think of my family always referred to as a French omelette, which is when you have eggs and stuff like that. A Spanish omelette, you have potatoes, onions, peppers, and eggs, and it's like a solid thing. Yeah, the onion, potato, and stuff. Yeah, it's almost similar. It's kind of like a giant hash brown. Yeah, which I've made a couple of times before, which I should do again sometime. Feliz jueves, Swood. How has your jueves been? Yeah, so if you're trying to do stuff like that, I remember I did a tapas selection a while back, um, and I did Spanish tortilla. I did like how you say them in English, like these croquettes. We have anchovies, which you have them kind of like raw but prepared in a certain way. Um, you have like it's a lot of seafood stuff, at least where my family is from, a lot of seafood stuff. Should do meals are from around the world. I've cooked so many dishes over the years that I've done dishes from so many different places. I mean, so far this year, I've cooked like Italian, French, Hungarian. I mean, I say Hungarian. I've done chicken paprikash and pork goulash, which, depending on who you ask, is from about 10 different countries. Um, I've done Mexican. I've done Korean, Japanese, Chinese. Do exclamation mark cooking and check out my VODs. You can take a look at all the different recipes I've cooked. I've been adding the playlists. I've done South African, yes, the Baboti Muzza that you suggested. That was really interesting. I liked that. Yours was terrible? Oh no. Well, hopefully it will get better, because if we can get to watch Godzilla vs. Kong, we can see a cool movie. You've missed so many? Hey, every Thursday. If there's any that catch your eye on the playlist, if you watch any of the things and think, oh, that looks really nice, or you just see a thumbnail and you're like, oh, damn, that sounds nice, just let me know and I can dig out the recipe for you. Why King of the Monsters first? I don't understand. What's wrong with you? This is the third movie in a trilogy. So, like, judging by your rules, we should watch the first movie first, and then the second movie, and then this one. But most people have seen them both. That's why we're watching the latest one. All of them? Okay, well, you can send me a list on Discord if you want, and I can find the recipes. I'm going to open the oven and try and hopefully not get steamed. Get steamed. It's kind of bubbling away. I'm going to give it like a couple more minutes. A couple more minutes. There's only one thing that's important in King of the Monsters anyway. It's the part where they go, he's gonna go thermonuclear, and then Godzilla goes, wow, 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 and then everything melts. Like that's the only important part. Say if I win the lottery, you're gonna need to quit streaming and get your chefs on. Grapes, if you win the lottery and you want to hire me as your personal chef and you allow me to stream during the day, okay? If you allow me to do my thing, I would happily do it. I would happily. Only time I cook like this is when I'm cooking for other people or for stream. Normally I eat like baked potato soup from a can. Weetabix. But I love cooking for other people. I would love to do it as a job. I'd love to be someone's personal chef and just be like, yeah, I'm just going to cook the food for peeps. I'd love that. But I don't think I'm good enough. What about Mothra? Mothra's cool. You need to add a baby don't hurt me emote. You have to, I mean, Swood and Ray have got access to adding emotes. Be my personal chef and make the same 3 dishes that I like. I don't think I'd enjoy that. Baked potato soup and meatballs are all good though. Yeah, I mean, like they're nice, but obviously, you know, they're very simple. I don't fancy like cooking major meals when it's just me eating most of the time. If you want to try something different, nettles my favorite spinach substitute. You can't pick them all year round, sadly. Yeah, I've heard people eat stinging nettles. I probably err on the side of caution and just stick with spinach because I'd be worried about not cooking them properly and stinging someone. So that's why that bodybuilder with the video is because people just started posting memes of him like stood there with like weird captions over the top, and it was just the new meme for a while. That's why. Stinging nettle tea is very nice. Oh. I don't know if there's anywhere around here that I could get stinging nettles. I live in the city, so yeah. Maybe it's something I could look into. I'm gonna get ready and start like serving up some portions actually. I think we're there or thereabouts. Sorry guys. Sorry for the zoom. Okay. Hopefully this rice is... I mean, it looks nice. It's how I like rice. Let's put it that way. A little bit stodgy. It tastes nice and people enjoy it. That's the main thing. Somehow I've done too much rice. I was worried I hadn't done enough, and somehow I've done too much. I'll leave that to one side. I'm going to turn the oven off now. Let him cook. Cooking flapjack. That's less of a cooking request and more of a baking request. And the reason I don't do as much baking on stream is because when I do that, it involves a lot of me waiting and sitting by the oven for like an hour. But I would like to try and make a flapjack, actually. Flapjack's something I've not had in a long time. Damn, I'm craving flapjack now. What have you done to me? I'm going to look up, see if I can make some flapjack sometime. I have a nice tray that I can use for it to get it like a good depth. So I reckon I can do that. Can never do too much rice. Go out for a forest walk. I mean, there is a park not too far from me, so I could have a look around, see if I can get anything. Craving grapes? I haven't had grapes in a while either. You have TikTok on your phone? I mean, I don't have TikTok, but I've seen all the memes from Twitter. Ah, fuck, that's steamy. It seems like whatever like gets posted on Twitter gets posted onto gets posted on TikTok, gets posted onto Twitter eventually. This is what it looks like coming out of the oven. Pew. The issue now is to try and serve this up in a way with the sauce. Looks like a casserole. Honestly, there isn't that much substance to it. It's mostly just chopped tomatoes with the aubergine and halloumi on top. Obviously, we've got some nice stuff, but oh gosh, it's really not gonna look too appealing, I don't think. This one doesn't look too bad right now. So what do we do, chat? We get a picture for the gram. Doesn't actually look too bad. Oh, it's quite nice actually. It's just awkward to serve. Definitely could have put more on. Definitely could have had more stuff on there. So I'm going to give myself the smaller portion. Oh, stupid adverts. Yeah, I think it's there's a different dish I could have used that maybe would have provided me with more space. Yeah, there's probably enough for like 2 people here, but unfortunately I'm cooking for 3, so I'll give myself the smaller portion. It's fine, I've got plenty of like rice, so I'm not going to go hungry. I think yeah, this recipe is enough for 2. If I was doing it for more, I would definitely use maybe double the dish and use up all of the halloumi and the entire aubergine. But that is just good to know for hindsight, I guess. Oh, that's wonderful. That's just spraying water everywhere. Okay. Well, there we go, gang. That is halloumi and what was it? Aubergine and halloumi harissa bake with pilaf rice. That's pretty nice. More rice is better than less veggie cheese. I guess that's okay. I mean, I've got like a decent portion here. I'm not going to get hungry, that's for sure. But, yeah, as long as other people have got enough to eat, that is what matters to me. But that's it for me for now. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. A little close up. I will be back tomorrow. And tomorrow we are going to finish Tears of the Kingdom. Going to finish Tears of the Kingdom. And, yeah, that's it. We'll do some side stuff because we only have one main quest to go, and I don't think it's going to take an entire stream's worth. But I will do some other side bits and pieces, do some more exploration because, as much as the main quest is part of the, is the point of the game, there is so much more content to experience that I want to do that as well. So I'm going to do that, and then on Saturday I'm going to play Dead by Daylight. There are some tome challenges, so hopefully we can get some people together. If not, I can always play some Killer by myself. And then on Sunday, some Apex. There's an event going on at the moment, and hopefully I can play and not suck. That's the dream. You might finally be able to watch streams again. Let's go, Scatman. Glad to hear that, man. Glad to hear. Good to see you. For those of you who are interested, we're going to be watching a movie over on Discord in a bit, hopefully. specific request from Ray. If Ray is unavailable, unfortunately, we will have to postpone it to another time. But all being good, we'll be able to watch that a little bit later on. So yeah, for now, have a lovely evening. Thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourselves and have a lovely evening. Bye.